Here we're going to take a look at having an already completed worksheet and making an income statement. And we're just going to put the income statement right here on Excel next to the worksheet. I'm going to go ahead. Now, when you're doing an income statement, we're going to use the income statement columns. Okay, the income statement is all about revenues and expenses. Here's sales is our revenue. Here's all of our expenses. They're all here in the income statement column. And these are the only things going on the income statement. We are not going to put any assets or liabilities, any of these other numbers, and you definitely don't want to use the trial balance numbers because those have yet to be adjusted. Okay, so we want to make sure that we use these income statement column numbers. Now, if you did not have a worksheet to work off of, because a worksheet is not a required thing in GAAP, okay, it is a tool, but it isn't always there. So in that case, you would have an adjusted trial balance that you could work off of, and you would just have to know, okay, I need revenues and expenses. Here's my revenue. Here's all my expenses. It's still all the same numbers. You can still get a correct one. It's just on this worksheet, only the numbers you need are already there. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can delete those columns. Okay, so now all I'm showing you is a partial worksheet with the income statement columns and the balance sheet columns. And we're going to start right now with the income statement. This is for ABC Company, and it is for the month ended April 30th of 2020. Okay, so first of all, we're going to have a heading, and so we need ABC Company. What is this? It's an income statement. And the date or range of dates, this is for the month ended April 30th of 20. Okay, and so we now have our heading, and we're going to put in our labels. So our first label is revenues. You can underline this. You can put a colon after it. You can make it italicized. We'll underline it. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to list all of our revenue accounts. And we look on our income statement columns of the worksheet, and we know that revenues are listed usually after the equity, and they're typically going to have a credit balance. You can have a contra revenue that has a debit balance, and that would have to be included as well. But this one, we only have one revenue account. It's sales. Okay, so we're going to put that in. Now, you need a detail column. You don't have to write detail above it. And we're going to have a summary column. You don't have to write summary. I'm just doing that to assist you. Okay, now let me get those a little bit wider. Okay, so now we have sales, and since there's only one number, that's going to go out in the summary column. Now I need it to have a dollar sign on the first number of each column. So up here, I'm going to use a currency, and then I can put in the 200, and it automatically will put the dollar sign in for me. All right, I'm going to skip down a space, and then I'm going to say expenses, and I'll put a colon after it, and I'll underline it. Okay, now I'm going to list all of my expense accounts. Well, they're right here in your worksheet. So you've got wages expense, and rent expense, utilities expense, supplies expense, and depreciation expense. Okay, now because there's more than one thing, we're going to use the detail column because we have to show a bunch of details. Now for this first number, I again want the currency, and it'll be $79. Now I'm not going to want the currency after that. Let me see. Okay, so okay, we got 10 and 8 and 10. Okay. Another thing you can do is this here. By arrowing over till you got the proper number of zeros in there. Okay, so now we need to total up these expenses. So I'm going to underline underneath that 10. Okay, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to say total expenses. I'm going to add all of these up and put the number into the summary column. So once I add all of those up, I get 167. Now, I want, okay, and I want to underline because now I'm going to do something with the numbers above the line. I have the total revenues of 200, the total expenses of 167. Okay, and of course net income is revenues minus expenses. So I have the 200 revenues minus the 167 expenses, and that equals 33. Now I need the dollar sign on the 33. Okay, and then I need to have a double underline underneath that. Now up here they have, after the bold and the italics and the regular underline, there is this border thing. If you click on the down arrow, you can have a bottom double border. Okay, and so now you can see they put the double underline underneath the $33. Now, I want to make sure that my net income equals the net income that I have. Here's my net income here. On my worksheet, it's my check figure. Okay, so I've come over here, and here it is. I have the same number. Okay, so you're going to always want to make sure to do that when you're doing your income statement, to make sure that it does match your worksheet, if you have a worksheet. Okay, so this concludes our income statement demonstration.